All right, y'all. Another day, another era. I'm really liking the pace I'm at right now because it means I get to watch a bunch of new shit. So today we got Fever Part 3, the beginning of our three-part series, watching the content from this album. First, obviously, I'm going to be watching the diary entry compilation video from Ateez. Shout out to them again. Incredible work they're doing. We got two music videos, Deja Vu and Eternal Sunshine. And then, sorry, I'm looking at the playlist right now. It says acting scenes in XR show Fever. I'm assuming this is very important, and it's slated before the next era starts, like in this little timeline. So I'm just going to go ahead and watch these after the music videos. This might be a long one. I've recorded two videos today. They were both like over almost 40 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of shit to watch for me coming up soon. So hope you enjoy, and let's get into it. Alright, perfect timing after watching the Kingdom performances. My lore brain is real churned up right now, but it doesn't know where to place stuff, which is kind of the best place to be. So let's do this guide. Do this guide. Two chromers.
The fourth industrial revolution stimulated the advances of science and technology. It also brought...
I'm sorry. It's just the idea of starting a K-pop store and is talking about the fourth industrial revolution.
an expansion of human lifespan to 200 years. As the human lifespan increased, so did compulsory education. 40 years of education was required to learn basic knowledge and simple principles for living in this world. The central government desired to construct their own utopian society by using an AI system, thereby making it possible to remove and take control of every unpredictable variable. It succeeded in predicting all the possible outcomes, allowing the government to completely take over. But of course there was one problem they could not solve: human emotions. By applying deep learning technology, the AI that identified
Broken
the variable
Chromer
as a bug cultivated a new market platform for estimating individual energy, which was known as something unpredictable, and trading it. As the government prohibited all kinds of art and exercise,
This background music's doing a lot. Estimating which is known as something unpredictable and trading it. As the government provided all kind
control over the new energy trading platform, sensitivity, emotion, and free will gradually faded away, and humanity fell to components for maintaining the world.
So this is showing both chromers being broken. Again, I don't know. I know they use official visuals, so I'm not doubting the validity, but I don't know where this is coming from, so. I don't think they're spoiling anything. Whatever, I'll
A
forget about
referee
it.
announced the start of the game. My teammate intercepted the ball and...
Okay, so he's still in the
With my great
cave.
dribbling skill, I went across the court. I attempted a layup from my rival's blocking. The ball hung on the rim, then fell in. Yes, I've turned the game around. With excitement, I landed on my feet from my successful shoot when all of a sudden, the floor lay in front of my eyes. Have I sprained my ankle? My head dimmed out. Just before I crashed to the floor, someone grabbed my arm. Jung-ho, a familiar voice, one I have definitely heard before. Who could it be? As my eyes started to regain focus, the figure of the person holding my arm started to form. A doctor. The doctor seemed to think deeply before telling me about my ankle. It was somewhere along the lines that I had no problem living a normal life. But basketball would not be an option anymore.
Damn, he fucked his
What
shit
all my
up.
colleagues could do was leaving me with pitiful eyes. I freed myself from the doctor's strong hold of my arm and yelled at my colleagues as they were distancing. Please take me with you. Please, don't leave me here. I screamed at the top of my lungs desperately. Then again I heard it. Jung-ho, Jung-ho. I could see faintly Yosang's face behind the doctor's shoulders. He reached out his arm to hold me, which stopped me frantically moving. He raised my body up and put the gas mask from his face to mine. After
All right.
inhaling in and out a few times, I began to see my surroundings more clearly. We were sitting at the end of a cliff.
So this is all. Well, this kind of looks like where I live, to be honest with you. This is all stock footage, so I can just pay attention to that.
Speechless. I looked up at Yosang with complete confusion. He held my hand and told me the Grimes girl found her voice back. Then with a warm smile he said, "Let's get out of here."
Is that real?
The bat that Left Eye hit dodged me by an inch and smashed into an abandoned window.
Left
Broken
Eye.
pieces
Forgot about
scattered
him.
into the air. I looked at him without a blink. He would only swing the bat even more recklessly. Everything that hit the bat shattered to nothing. I slowly walked towards him. I hear the members' voices trying to stop me, but a strange form of pity inside of me. An unexplainable emotion on top of that led me fearlessly to stand in front of him. Left Eye was still holding tight to his bat, but his pupils were shaking. It looked as if the hallucination was fading. It's not your fault, with the drop of his bat.
Damn, he had the
Left Eye
Goodwill
fell to the
Hunting on
floor
him.
like a lifeless toy. You had no thoughts of harming anyone in the first place. He looked up with sorrowful eyes and began to let go of his tears together with
These
the
stock
emotions
images
he
are
had
really
locked up.
funny.
He would have lived many days with the burden of guilt after his daughter died. What if, just what if I didn't send her there that day? What if I was there with her? What if? Looking at him felt like seeing me stripped of everything in front of a mirror.
Before we get too far away from it, sorry I keep referencing this seemingly nebulous post that I pasted. Like, I dumped a shit ton of words of what I was thinking on, and I don't expect anyone to read that much. I just needed to get it out. The Left Eye stuff was very interesting to me, because on that post I mentioned that the first teaser, the concept teaser for Fever Part 2, I didn't watch it on here. It zooms into Hong Jung's left eye. And I felt like I had watched that after I heard about the left eye stuff in here, so I was more cognizant of like looking out for that. Again, I don't know what the hell it means, but it's something important. Right? Right? Yeah, of course it is. They don't do this stuff.
Those boys will be able to save the Black Pirates, sailing towards the Android Guardian's bunker.
Guardians.
I
I've
came
been
out
saying
to the
giants, I
deck as the members
apologize.
fell asleep. I hear the Grimes boy's voice full of conviction from a distance.
Sailing towards the Android Guardian's bunker. Sailing. Why is that sticking out to me so much? What the? Okay, because I just watched Kingdom. If you haven't seen that, you should probably check it out. For the Answer Ode to Joy, the Rhythm Top performance, and I watched Wonderland again just because I thought it connected. I didn't watch it in that order. It was Rhythm Top, Wonderland, Answer Ode to Joy. And the Rhythm Top performance seemed to depict them storming the Android Guardian bunk. Oh, no, it didn't, because there were no Android Guardians. There were somewhere in the dystopian universe, like infiltrating something and getting rid of some enemies with masks. I took that to be this story, but it's not, and I should have picked up on that because there were no Android Guardians there. But what did happen, what transpired after that, was the Wonderland performance where they are sailing, and they do get the chromer from Hala Hangjung. And then in Ode to Joy, they do fight a bunch of Android Guardians. So maybe this is like, if I'm placing things in the timeline, maybe this is them sailing. It's the Wonderland performance.
Not wanting to join in their conversation, I quietly hid. They were watching a video of Left Eye's daughter dancing and were missing the times when they could sing and dance as much as they wanted. They comforted themselves by saying they would soon save the Black Pirates, and all will return to normal. Look at the sea, shouted the Grimes girl with the returned voice. The sea absorbing a bright orange color from the sunset swayed beneath. It was beautiful. I was missing this in my life, said Left Eye, adding that he was blind by the past wandering relentlessly. They watched the sea for a while in complete silence, as if all the concerns and worries of this world had disappeared. The Grimes siblings started humming a song, gradually getting louder. Left Eye playfully danced, although a bit of a laugh. It was wonderful. I didn't realize I let out a small laugh. The calm wind tickled my hair. The sea shone as if embracing a pearl. As time passed, Left Eye and the Grimes siblings were singing and dancing together. Someone said, Dancing defines at least the smallest will to leave. So, people dance in the brim of hopelessness.
I appreciate these videos. This is a hilarious edit.
That's right. I could have lived without realizing this. I could not see the present because it was disturbed by past misfortunes.
I'm literally nothing
The hopeless
without these
sun has
videos
hidden
though,
behind
so.
the horizon, and the stars of hope have made their appearance in the sky. The sway of the orange-lit sea faded as the waves embraced the shining stars.
So just also keep track of the character development. Mingy's very obviously opening up in that one. Not like emotionally in terms of like opening up for himself, but just opening himself up to the idea of like embracing his surroundings. So I think that's nice. God, it's very loud. Sorry.
The late afternoon of the following day, we finally arrived on the island from the elongated shadows of the afternoon sun. I could see pansions and sunbeds. When I stepped onto the sand, I could feel heat rising. The island was considered a tourist paradise.
Arrived on the island. Okay, I'm not gonna say what I think it might be.
Nobody had visited this
'Cause it's
island
probably
for
wrong, but also it upset
anymore
me.
Since taking a rest and trips became meaningless and worthless in this world, to escape quickly. Left Eye and the Grimes siblings stayed in the ship. We walked down the island to look for the place, called the Android Guardian Bunker, and we easily found the place, which was blowing off golden steam on this isolated island.
Golden
When we got
steam?
there,
Steam or gas? Golden yellow. Anyway, the thing I said that would make me mad, I was thinking that maybe this is like the wave island, and illusion is actually what the trip is. I don't know. It wouldn't make me mad, obviously, just in terms of me processing stuff. Alright, let's keep going, because I don't think that's the case, but I have to acknowledge it.
It was a gallery in the middle of the island. Gallery. They banned all kinds of art. Funny of them to settle and build their bunker there. We passed along the...
Okay. So this is Say My Name. I don't know if that's what I was thinking, and the visuals have been very nondescript and general, like not even related, like stock images. So I won't put too much stock into this. No pun intended. But that's what I was thinking.
empty...
And in the Android gallery, in the Android Guardian performance, Ode to Joy, Yo Sang was in the box that he was in Say My Name. So actually, I think this is the Say My Name place.
lobby and went towards the exhibition. The gold and yellow steam continually spurted from where an arrow indicated an exhibition route. Some drunk android guardians were laid on the floor, and at the end of it,
Just getting it in.
I could see the men in black fedora were in a glass prison.
Okay. Man in the black fedora.
There was a man at the end of the smoky road. To be more specific, they were there, the men in black fedora that we
Okay.
met in our dreams. One person was leaning on the wall, hardly on their feet, and my instinct said that I must save them. I threw myself to the glass wall. It did not move. I bumped into it again. The man finally heard the noise and saw me. "Finally, you are here," he said, and he barely took off his mask. As I saw his face, I was shocked. It was me. The man had exactly the same face as mine. "Listen, we called you here. In the midst of these strange incidents, I could only shake my head. We are captured here, and somebody has to do our work. You may have noticed it. This world needs a change. Why does it have to be us? Why do we share the same face?" I kept questioning him and tried to break the glass wall between us, but not even a small crack. "I don't have enough time to tell you the whole story. We are going to be seen by the Guardians when the smoke fades. Do what I do." The man put his hand on the glass wall and told us to copy him, so we put our hands like he did. We all face walls. Sometimes we think that our lives...
I don't know how deep I could read into it because I wouldn't know where to take it. I know that was probably just convenient editing, like leading, but that is true. Yo Sing did do
Why does it have to
he
be
did have
us?
his hand
Why
on
do
the
we share
thing.
the same face?
But then again, in that scene as well, they kind of mirror each other.
But not even a small crack. "I don't have enough time to tell you the whole story. We are going to be seen by the Guardians when the smoke fades. Do what I do." The man put his hand on the glass wall and told us to copy him, so we put our hands like he did. We all face walls. Sometimes, we think that our lives would be happier without walls, but that is not true. If we earn things easily, we could lose them easily. The man and I faced each other, and I felt some indescribable energy swirling near us. Regardless of this unbelievable reality, the men with the same faces of us. Endless questions about this world and everything. Soon after, we were wearing their black suits without even noticing.
So they began wearing the black suits. So all of my ideas, if this truly means that they take over that role, the main universe Ateez takes over the role, then that would mean that all of my ideas about the different differences between like this song is the Ateez, this song is main world. All those things can kind of be not scrapped, but they're just not like they don't hold water anymore because depending on where it is in the timeline, it could be either of them if they have the fucking Ateez garb. Okay.
When I was dazed by this black suit thing, I heard the voice of the man who has the same face as Hong Jun from the other side of the wall. You have to run before the smoke fades, he shouted. The android guardian was burning new energy in the center of the hall.
I'm so sorry. Sans diary, okay. He was talking about the water and how the surroundings felt similar, but they weren't real. Or they weren't the same in the second one, okay.
When I was dazed by this black suit thing, I heard
Holla
the voice
holla
of the man who has
visuals.
the same face as Hong Jun from the other side of the wall. You have to run before the smoke fades, he shouted. The android guardian was burning new energy in the center of the hall. It was people's memories. I pick up some of the memories that were not yet burnt from the floor. A memory of confessing love to my lover. A memory of walking my dog on the beach. A memory of first trip with my friends. They were all valuable and unforgettable memories. These memories were the source to live and hope. Android guardians were burning the hope of people and they were drunk from the smoke. I felt a surge of anger coming over me. All of a sudden, Xiang was shouted. I can't see Yosei.
Okay, so there's the Yoseng being by himself thing that I've been picking up as if I'm fucking special for doing that I've been noticing. So they show the answer Ode to Joy performance showed that with that android guardian, that little scene right there of him walking, that was from that performance. And he walks up to find Yoseng in the box and Hala Hangjung. At least I'm assuming anyway, because now it could be either one of them, either like one of the Hangjungs. Anyway, so yeah, that's. Thank God you guys had me watch those things because I would be completely lost without them. Thank you.
After Yoseng disappeared, we were all in panic and ran instantly to the lobby. Fortunately, Yoseng also ran to us from the opposite exhibition at the same time, with relief. We moved toward the exhibition. While looking back, Yoseng threw a shining object. The object was the chromer. It was a
Yes, and in the answer performance, that Hongjung had the chromer in his hand. Okay. So whichever Yoseng was in the box during Say My Name is the one that is getting out now. So they're switching.
moment of celebration that we are soon going back home when the crowd of android guardians
What
came
the
up
fuck?
toward us.
What's it mean? Okay.
Behind Yoseng, the biggest guardian grabbed Yoseng's neck. He threatened us, saying that if we do not hand over the chromer, he would break Yoseng's neck. There was no way. When Hong Jun, holding the chromer, attempted to approach Yoseng, the android guardians are ordered not to come near and just to throw over the chromer from a distance. Don't hand it over. Once we give it to them, they will take us too. Yoseng shouted. It was the worst situation for us. If we did not hand it over, Yoseng would be in danger. If we just hand it over, everyone would be caught. We cannot let Yoseng sacrifice for 7 members. What can I do? Hong Jun seemed to have the same thought, looking at Yoseng and us by turns. Hong Jun began to speak about his decision. He said that he would throw the chromer over to them if they would let Yoseng go between us and them.
Between us and them. I know he just means put him in the middle, like literally between them, but I don't know, that feels significant.
This android guardian could get us whenever he wanted us in this gallery. I don't doubt that. Is there any way to save myself and get the chromer? No, these guys are everywhere. It was my fault. I should have been more careful. My friends would not have been all scattered if I had not met them at first. Then we could have not been left in this weird and dangerous place, while regretting my careless behavior. I arrived in the middle of the Guardians and my members. The android guardian shouted to Hong Jun to pass the chromer. I saw the chromer in the hands of Hong Jun. What do we know about that sand glass? I asked myself, and an answer popped in my head. It may be a gambling, but there was no other way. Hong Jun threw the chromer to the guardian. The chromer darted through the air, and I quickly snatched and turned it. The android guardians seemed confused, and they immediately started to chase after me. So I smashed the chromer. The glass broke down and the sand splashed everywhere. I was being dragged away, and Hong Jun tried to grab my hand. The light flashed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I
6,
declare a thumb
7.
war.
Sand's quivering voice echoed in the heavy air of dawn. When we woke up, we were in the warehouse where our journey began, and everything was remaining the same. Sand could not believe that there were only 7 of them. He wiped his tears and tried to get himself together.
Oh, that was him
Everyone
counting.
silent. They were only staring into each other's eyes. Jongho, Wooyoung, Mingi, Yunho, Seonghwa, Hongjun, and I. Sen repeatedly shook his head. He mumbled to count again and again with a crying voice like human. A shadow of despair fell on their faces. What would happen to Yosei? Like the black pirate, what if he's been? Wooyoung couldn't finish his sentence. A heavy silence filled the space, and no one could answer his question. Injun stood up from the couch. He opened and showed his hand full of blood with fragments of glass and dirty sand to the members. He dusted his hands off. Broken pieces fell found and down. We shouldn't have been there, then nothing would have happened. Knock, knock. There was a knocking sound from an old door. Hard-faced Hong Jun opened the door. Nobody was there. Something bumped into the door and fell onto the floor. This is Yosang's drone, who drove it here. Hong Jun swept dirt from the drone and placed it on the top of a drawer. He stared at the lights coming from the slightly open door. We all surely felt it. Yosang is alive.
Okay, so what I was saying about Yosang switching isn't true, because they're saying he's alive, but they're making allusions to this scene of him being encompassed in this glass thing. So that would mean Say My Name happens after Firework? Jesus Christ. Okay. This is just giving me more shit to think about. Alright, I'm making an executive decision and watching the acting scenes in XR Show Fever Extended Edition before the music videos. Really hope I'm not messing up timelines. Though they're kind of messing up their own timelines, so I don't know how much damage I could do. Let's get into it. Right. So this is what the noises that were being played, the sound, like the speaker loop that were being played in the Rhythm Ta performance, which showed what I thought was the group. Now I don't know which line it was. No, I do know it was Ateez, because they ended up doing the whole thing. Okay. Or it was, now that I know that they switched, it was the mainline Ateez becoming Ateez in place of the Black Pirates doing it. I don't know. Someone was doing something. What's the mask on?
This is human emotion.
This is very dark. Oh, the disease. That's what he's saying. Okay.
People, open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Keep your mind. Now is the time for freedom if we try. Listen, look.
Okay, so this is the speech he gave at the end of Answer as well. Not Answer, the Rhythm Ta. The blimp dropping the papers was also there. Why did that low-key was leading into Hala Hala a little bit? They were wearing these fits. I remember specifically because Minky had the old dad look. It was for thanks, though, I thought. I wonder what that means. Yeah, okay, they're just dancing to it. So that's just Ateez. They did the whole little foot thing too. Oh shit! So literally, this is pre and post performance. So they're acting as actual Ateez. They're the performance that I watched, which I'm now glad I wasn't able to find a concert video for thanks. Inception instrumental, is that? Alright. Precious. Alright, so that song, the Precious song, is kind of, it can be interpreted as beginning a time loop. So I gotta make sure I'm recording. Oh my god, this has been 30 minutes and I have not even watched either of these videos. I'm so sorry. They wake up after seeing Hongjung, or I'm assuming Hongjung because he's the captain, a Ateez person, and they gave him the chromer, and then he flipped it, and they woke up here. So that's why I'm thinking time loop with the treasure slash precious drum. Falling sand imagery. They're back there. This looks like a soap opera. Still has his journal. The sound design is really, really good. That deep, like, dragging a table across the wood sound. Okay, I remember this imagery. What the hell does this mean? Oh, stupid ass. No, we've seen this. This is from the beginning of the 2 diaries. And they escape, but they're in a different... Okay. Yeah, run. Okay, so I do remember that. The 4th time we've been back to this image. I don't think I've seen anything from this yet. Got some nice cars in the dump, damn. This is an incredibly dark video, so I apologize for y'all. Like, visually. I'm assuming this is Strickland. Time loop? Or 2 bottles? Okay, very respectfully, that didn't tell me shit. I'm glad to see where the scenes came from the second Fever Diary diary entry video. But yeah, this is, if anything, it's confusing me more. But let's get into these GD music videos, starting with Deja Vu. Ready for this. Sorry for cracking my knuckles. I'm so sorry. This is new music, so I don't want to be too lower-brained at the very beginning. They did the same panning shot, similar, not the same, as in the Answer music video. They did a super huge, like, upwards pan. It looked like they were, like, going up, like, 50, 60 stories to get to Yoseng by himself. From, like, somewhere below the ground to Yoseng at the top with the sand. And then now they just mirrored that and they went down into the sewers. So I'm wondering what that... I'll give the song the respect it deserves. Turn my lore off a little bit. Turn the bitch up. Sexual ass choreo. I was talking to somebody. Who the fuck was I talking to? One of y'all. And they mentioned, without telling me anything about what it is, that Yoseng had a butterfly line on him in one of the previous music videos. I think it was Answer. I think it was Answer. And I had noticed that, didn't know what the hell it was. It's back. What fucking music video was that from? Okay, maybe I need to listen to this just so I can hear the song, because I don't know. The last hour and a half of I was about to say the C word. The last hour and a half of stuff that I have watched, and stuff that if you're if you're very kind to me, you have watched as well, has been like 100% lore. So it's hard to turn it off because this song sounds good as hell. Ooh. Ooh, I love that bass. Freaky ass song. Ooh, not gonna. In fact, most replayed. I will say, when I saw this in the diary video, I was like, please don't tell me there's some robot shit in here. Hey, it is. Oh. Seductive ass choreo. Oh shit, he's in this? Oh, that's a good ass verse. So there. I'm sorry, I thought I counted 7. That's why I said is Mingy in this. It looks like him. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Because I think, isn't that Mingy in there? What were those? Okay, I can't make that up. That look like the world. Not a pun intended, like the literal earth. That looked like a hourglass / chromer. Car. They're in a junkyard with cars though, so I don't know what that really could be. Butterfly. Who is missing? Because I'm sorry, I'm doing such a disservice to this song, and it's really good. Hands off. Okay. I know I'm not going crazy. This is only 7 people. Is it Jongho that's missing? I don't recognize his outfit. Yeah, Jongho's not here. Maybe he was injured or something, couldn't be in the choreo. Because I don't think it's a lore thing. This, I think, is a lore thing. Okay, so that is Yo saying breaking the chromer and reaching out to Hongjung, and then but they go back as only 7. Okay, so that I understood. I think this song is fucking great, and I genuinely feel so bad. I paused it 5 million times. All right, the dance practice is coming up, so we'll hear that again. Let's get to Eternal Sunshine, and I know that they, in sometime in the future, y'all told me that they have a reference to the movie Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, and I could only assume that this is going to be it. I really wonder how. A second in, I'm already pausing my first time. I'm so sorry. This video is so my last videos have been so long, and these videos coming up are not going to be any shorter. I'm really sorry. Okay, I wonder how this is going to tie in. We deal with some memory loss stuff. It'll be interesting. Incredibly bright colors. Fix on.
시간 속 너와 내가 만들어갈 끝나지 않을 축제 어둠마저 잠든 밤 영원의 태양을 띄워 Can't stop the feeling 찬란하게 반짝임을
Okay. It's super subtle, but you can hear like a guitar riff in the background. Real groovy. Why are you talking about Mobius strips too? Now I gotta pay attention to this shit. I have been looking at the lyrics too. But now he's... Someone said, remember the train from Firework, and they're on a train now. Holy shit. Okay, but what the fuck would that mean? Maybe I'm doing this a little too early, and this is just like a one-off thing, but also Ateez doesn't seem to do one-offs. Oh, no, it's like a whole new video for me. I just, like, literally just came into my head. Sounds groovy song though. Took 20 seconds. This is just cute. Don't make me have a revelation. This is from the music that was teased at the end of a firework. He's not. God damn it. God damn it. Why did you have to do that to me? This is a really cool song. Nice poppy sound. The Eternal Sunshine bit, they're talking about memories and like selecting which ones you want to keep. And the movie plays on memories a lot. And I won't spoil anything, even though it's like a 20-year-old movie at this point. It's very sad. It's very tear-jerking movie. So yeah, that was a nice little tie-in. But midway through the song, obviously, I had my train revelation, and then they tie in the teaser song that came at the end of Fireworks. At the end of this incredibly cute, unassuming video with bright colors and everything. I'll be right back. Alright, I realize for one, that I don't have to say I'll be back, because I could just cut, and you don't have to see all the 20 minutes I'm taking to look up other stuff, so I apologize. I went back, I watched the Fireworks MV, double speed, because if I heard this song, I would want to replay it 500 times. And I went back to watch/read the lyrics of Eternal Sunshine. And this might be a reach, but you're kind of seeing my lore connection brain in action. So obviously this is coming from a tip from one of y'all that I'm sorry that when I'm trying to give credit to you guys for putting me onto something theory-wise that I can never remember who it is. I'm really sorry about that. Hopefully you let me know who you are. So like I said, I got the tip. Train, important. Remember it. Remember the train is what I remember specifically. That's what the phrasing was. So I went back. There's no shots inside the train of firework. Before the first chorus, I think, you kind of pass through some of the doors, and that's it. But in the background, the doors of the train, like the windows you can see inside, is like, it's all yellow. Not like fire yellow flickering orange, to me anyway. Maybe that's what it is. But it feels like it was the color of the hallucination gas. And I'm bringing that up because if you look, let me find a good shot. Inside the train is the only scene, are the only scenes where there's no background. Like obviously you can see the background. It looks kind of fake, so maybe it plays into my whole greater point. But it's just white. Here, let me mute this so I can let it play. It's just white. It's like almost a dreamlike state. Look at this. There's no background. There's like some vague shadows passing by. I don't know. To me, it kind of feels like, especially because the lyrics are talking about, just like it will stay in this moment forever. You get to hold on to this sunshine that never ends. We'll be in this like dream. I don't know if they say the word dream, but that's my like paraphrasing of the idea. I don't know. It feels like if I'm going to make this kind of baseless connection that is probably wrong, which I'm okay with now. When I say that, I'm not trying to like save myself. I'm fine being wrong because I love this theorizing stuff. But that is the connection I make. Train in Fireworks MV had a very specific hue of yellowish green that I associate with the hallucination gas. This MV is very dreamlike, not only in the train setting, but like these colors are psychotic. What the hell is this? Like that's fake. It's fake. It's like it's a caricature of what happiness is in terms of colors and production and stuff. And the lyrics are all about holding on to this thing forever. We can go wherever we want. This will be it. This will be it for us. You'll get everything. I don't know. I'm hoping that I at least not just make sense. Like it's at least intriguing what I'm thinking, because it is to me. Because if the storyline actually plays out in a similar way, or at least like the two music videos interact with each other in that way, it makes things really, 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 really interesting. Not even just for lore purposes, because I actually don't know what the hell that would mean, but just the way they're creating universes within their own universes and like allowing the characters that they're portraying to interact with the surroundings. It's really, really, really... I'm not going to say that word anymore again. It was very cool, and I'm appreciative that they would go there. All right, but let's get to the dance practice. All right, I know I said dance practice, but I was looking up the dance practice, and I saw this Deja Vu performance video, Vampire Virgin. And I am recording this on Halloween. You're not seeing this until like November 2nd, 3rd, 4th, I don't know. Not Halloween. So I'm sorry, I'm a bit delusional right now. My mind is kind of not taking anything in properly, at least if you're going off my previously stated theories about dreams and trains. It's really going crazy. But I thought this would be kind of cool. Hopefully, I'm sure it was a performance video, so we'll see the full choreo anyway. So let's do it. Ooh, this is super sexy choreo too, so Vampires hits even more. No pausing.
알고 있지 벗어날 수도 없지 점점 빠져가 save me please don't leave me 갈망의 목이 타워 touch 듯한 이 꿀이네 감각마저 무뎌져 난 눈앞에 있는 넌 꿈인지 현실인지 환상인지 꿈에서 꿈을 꾼 듯한
God, their body movements are so exaggerated. So Jongho's in this one. The second verse is my favorite. God, they're moaning and shit? Jesus Christ. Alright, man. Fuck! Why would you do that to me? It gives me an excuse to rewind, though. Because I noticed them saying it's like I got a dream within a dream. And honestly, I can't really put together the lyric meaning now. I kind of spent spent like the last real hour in real time, like purely fixating on lore, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it's very late, and again, my fault. So my bad for bringing that up all the time. Let's go back. I wanted to hear Miggy whisper at me one more time. Hold on, he just tried to fuck a ghost? Didn't try to, he did. His sexy ass choreo. Yeah, do it. Said illusion. I'll let it live. I don't think I've ever gone here on one of these videos. Maybe it's just because I'm late. It's late and I'm feeling crazy. I appreciate how sexy this song is. Not in an objectification way. Just like the literal sensuality of the dance and the sound of the song. It's just sexy, man. I fuck with it. I'm really glad. This feels like... It's not explicit, but it feels like a grown-up song, you know? Ateez has a lot of those songs sonically. Not like content-wise or like dance-wise or anything. But so it's not a surprise for me. But I don't know. So this feels like they turned it up a little bit. And it's a good song. Smooth. Very smooth. They got them thrusting in the air and shit. Like the Ant said they do the little hip thrust, but it's like it's a nice song. This is a song that makes you get after it. Ooh, my bad. Alright, Eternal Sunshine, let's end this goddamn video. This was a good song. Sounds still smiling from doing that. You know, I've never done right before the drop. Terrible pause. Sorry. I've never thought about who I would want to dress like in a dance practice scenario. I think day to day, I would probably wear something closer to Yosing, I guess. I wouldn't have it tucked in, But like this kind of shirt and some jeans, probably my most likely. San feels. This feels like a good comfy fit because like jeans are actually pretty comfortable. But I don't know, something about the way he wears it. He's just so like athletic that it feels uncomfortable. I don't know what that means. But like this Wu Young fit, I don't know if I would dance in the ones. But Hongjun's dancing in the ones too. I would say definitely not Jongho. Is it Jongho? Sorry, this quality is not great. It's making me see things. Yeah, for sure is. I can't dance with this shirt on. I think honestly, Mingy's probably my go-to fit because he's like looser fit jeans too. This is a bit too much for me. It's icy, but it's doing a lot. A lot of extra flapping, you know. Oh, he's wearing glasses. That's why I didn't recognize him. I don't know why this always stands out to me. Well, I mean, I guess I do. It's the positioning. They're very rarely, for being an even numbered participant, an even number of members in a group, uh, creating symmetry without blocking people is difficult. And I appreciate that they're kind of just like, I've said this before, I think. They kind of just don't pay attention. Like, this is not symmetrical. Mingy is like not even in the back. It adds like layers to the dance, to the choreo, like to the stage. I don't think they're present in other like large but even number groups. Because if you only have 4, you can just have them dance next to each other. 8, you gotta fill some space. Not shade the 4-member groups. Yoseng looks so. I thought I was gonna end this video. I've paused a million times. Yoseng looks so happy to catch Wu Young. I like Yuno's fit too. Super cozy. Hey. Hella hype. I like that they did a variation of their typical line choreo. They lined up, but they actually bursted out into a circle in a very swaggy way. God, they're hitting every movement hard as hell. Alright, so I am now realizing that this move is representative of San flying away. I don't know why I said it confused like that. He was very obviously the one flying away in the imagery. But I didn't know if that was Wu Young being left behind or San being taken away. Anyway, yeah, this is what they're showing. All right, I turn to check the recording time. This is an hour-long video. It's an hour and 7 to be exact on the recording, but I probably have like 4, 5, 6, 7 minutes to cut out. So it'll be about an hour for like 6 videos. Okay, it's not too bad. None of them are nearly that long to be an hour. But yeah, if you're by some chance still watching right now, an hour long into a strokey main video, thank you. You are a wonderful supporter of the Ateez cause, and I genuinely cherish every conversation that we have together. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with some more very soon, tomorrow even, because I'm gonna keep recording. All right, y'all, have a good one. Peace.